You're welcome to today's edition of Opportunity Intelligence. It is another amazing time today, and I'm excited to be your host. This is the second series this year, and it's the 41st edition of Opportunity Intelligence. Oh, amazing! I'm so excited about this, and it's a thing of joy that we get better by the day. Last week we had this both on audio and video. It was really stressful for me. However, it was a beautiful outing and a good trial. This week is just going to be audio, just as we're having it now. And I know subsequently we are going to be having both the audio and the video concurrently. So, but for now, just going to have the audio. And it's opportunity intelligence again, where you are made to be opportunity intelligence enough to be the right person at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. It's interesting, amazing. Today is a beautiful day. Today is an amazing day. Throughout the weekend, I was busy with the Vision Board conference. And it's interesting to let you know that it was amazing and it was a great success. You know, I've been receiving a lot of wonderful feedbacks, and people are like, oh, that's amazing, that's great. And the thing is, they never actually expected as much as they got. I understood. I am used to giving you more than what you actually ask for, more than what you can do. I learned that from John C. Maxwell. He's good at that, and then it's interesting to learn good stuff from good people. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that is very pertinent, something very important, something you cannot do without. But the problem is many times people don't understand how to go about it. Many times people don't understand how to get these things done. And you know, because they do not know how to get it done, they have been either trapped or captured or restricted or slowed down unduly or unnecessarily in their journey of life. What I'm going to talk about today is why your last vision board did not work. Why your last vision board didn't work. Why your last vision board didn't work. That's what we're going to be talking about today. It's interesting to have you on this. The weekend was really, really interesting. Like I said, really interesting, and it was about vision board conference. A lot of questions came up, and I was asking myself, how do people actually survive without having tangible vision? How do people actually live life without having a driving force, without having, something that pushes them, that tells them, hey guy, wake up from your bed. Something that is, more powerful than an alarm system. Something that, will make them to want to do what they should do, when they should do it, and the best way it should be done without fear or favor. That thing is vision. Vision. When you lack vision, I don't know what you are doing on earth. It's not a matter of having eyes. It's not a matter of having legs or hands. There have been a lot of people who have, that become so shameful and unworthy of what they have because they do not have vision. Because I've met people, I've seen people, I've read about people, and till date, one of those people that inspire me so much is Ellen Keller. I didn't meet her, but I read so much about her. One of those people I knew about, even from my primary school, Ellen Keller. She had no ability to see, no ability to hear, no ability to talk, but she had vision. So if you are alive, you are entitled to vision. You have no excuse not to have vision. As long as you are alive, you are entitled to vision. No limitation that you have that is enough to take away vision from you. Because that same thing that you take as limitation is what inspired so many other people to becoming what they are today. Vision. Powerful. But some of us, we are smart, and we said, okay, I think, I've heard about vision board before, so I want to get one. Now, I'm talking to you whether you ever had a vision board before or you had one. Whether you have it or not, you actually have one. That you do not have vision board is a vision board on its own. That you had one that did not work is also a vision board actually, whether it worked or not. So I'm talking to you assuming that you have a vision board. Whether it is material or immaterial, you used to have one or you already planning to have one now. But the thing is this. Listen. Vision board is not a substitute for work. No, realities will come alive through mere wishes. It's not magic for your life to be fulfilled. It's not magic for you to walk into achievement and have fulfillment at the end of your life. It will not just happen by serendipity. You can't just burst into it. An event can be like that, but the totality of your life cannot be dependent on surprises and magic. Vision is not just an activity. Vision is not just an event. Vision is not just a place. It's the totality of your life. And if that is correct, it will not happen by just drafting or designing a smart vision board. Smart, when you hear about smart today, there are stuff that can do some things by themselves without the interference of humans. Yeah. Vision boards, no matter how smart they are not a substitute to work. You have to work. You have to put in the work. Very important. You have to put in the work. Vision board is not your savior. I told them at the conference, I said, where there is metal, there is rust. Where there is metal, there is rust. And the chain is weakest at its joint. Before you run away, listen to this. The most unreliable part of a fence is the gate, the door. That you have a vision board is enough for you to not even fulfill vision. You know why? That is the subtle, deceptive way that success has been using to pull us down. You see, the successful don't behave like they are successful. That is why even the successful are more hungry than the unsuccessful. The unsuccessful feel satisfied. The unsuccessful feel it's just enough. But the successful feel hungry all the time. The successful, they feel that desire to do more all the time. They are ready to go all ways to get things done all the time. But if you already feeling successful because you have a vision statement, you're already feeling successful because you have a vision board and your friends don't have. By now you should know that your success is not because you have good success quotes in your folder, or you have so many motivational videos, or you have 1001 rules of success. By now you should know that those things don't count if your life is not real. Come with me. Before we go to vision board, I want to ask you a few questions. Because this is it. Vision board is technically a mirror. And the way you stand in front of the mirror is the way you appear in it. Although, it can be an image that will show your left ear to look like your right ear. No problem about that. But the thing is, the way you stand in front of the mirror is the way you appear there. The mirror will not magnify your image. The mirror will not diminish your image. The mirror will not make you more beautiful than you actually are. The mirror will present you exactly the way you are. That's vision board. That's the way it should be. But many times when you do not have an image and you stand in front of a mirror, you would get no image in return. And that's the problem. So many times people get in front of the mirror with big ears, and they want to break the mirror because the mirror is telling them the truth. You cannot tell the mirror to change the size of your hair if your hair is big. It's up to you to admit that reality and be cool with it. Tell yourself, I am beautiful with my big ears. Simple. But if you want to tell the mirror that, hey guys, don't you know that I'm not beautiful with these big ears? Oh yeah, help me edit it. Oh, you're joking. That will not happen. I have few questions to ask you. There are 5. I call them the speed of life. S-P-P-I-D. The speed of life. The speed of life. What does that S stand for? Source. What's the question from source? Where am I from? Origin. Do you know your origin? Do you know where you are from? If you do not know your origin, you cannot be original. And if you are not original, life is just going to be a mirage to you. Because only the original can actually get the original. It will be a fluke. It will be just like a trend. It does not live forever. It will go up very fast and aggressively, but it is coming down quickly like a meteor. So, do you know where you are from? See, I read from a wise man recently. Said, see, you actually don't have an excuse to say, I was given birth to in the village, I was given birth to in the manja, my background is rough, my this is that. That's a lie. We all have one excuse, one background. And that background is that we are all created by God. Can you deny that? If you cannot deny that, so you got no excuse to tell me that because you are from a village, so you are not expected to soar. You got no excuse to tell me that because your father was a drunkard, so you are to end up in the beer parlor. You got no excuse to tell me that because your mother was a prostitute, you cannot be more successful than Winston Churchill that had the same experience. You got no excuse. Your background is God. And as long as your background is God, you've got no excuse not to be able to achieve that thing that God has made available for you. So, you must establish this. Take your eyes off those deceptive background that you have given yourself. Those things you think are your background, they are not your background. Your father, your mother, they are not your background. Let me be sincere with you. Yes, you have relationship with people, you have relationship by birth, you have relationship by friendship, but the thing I'm telling you is that your real background for possibility must be identified as God. If it is not, forget it. Things will continue to be difficult and impossible. But as long as you can survive to be given birth to, you need to ask your mom how it happened bearing you in her tummy for 9 months. Maybe you should not ask your mom. Your daddy cannot even explain how millions of spermatozoa are actually contested for that one ovum. And you made it. You can't explain how you made it, but you made it, and you now tell me that, okay, your life is dependent on something. Oh God, that's not it. So you must establish your source. Where are you from? The speed of life. Your source. If you have not established these things, it's a fake exercise. It's going to be a futile exercise when you go all out and you say, yeah, I want to have a vision board. It's not graphic design. It's not because you want a beautiful picture. It's not something you brag about. You don't tell people my vision board is finer than yours. No. You don't tell people that, yes, I actually made my vision board from a conference in Harvard University. Oh, you're joking. That's not what makes vision board to be effective. That's not what makes vision board to work out. That's not it. You must establish where your source is. And the P, one of the P now, is a purpose. Listen, purpose. Why am I here? That's the question now. Why am I here? Now you have established where you are from. What's your source? Now you have left your source for a place. And that place you have left your source for is this place you are. Wherever you have found yourself is a place worth it for you to start fulfilling your vision from. And you have to ask yourself, you need to ask yourself this question: why am I here? Look around, why am I here? Some of you don't like the countries you are giving birth to. That's whose headache. If you are giving birth to in other countries, who told you your life would be better off? It's all a mirage. Who told you you would survive to be giving birth to in that country you always dream to go to? But for you to be here, it means that there is possibility here. There was a time the whole world was not like this. I mean the whole world was primitive. I mean the whole world was, I don't know. It was, a kind of world that did not have technology. Now you have technology in some places and some places, and because of that you feel that it is a curse to be giving birth in some places. I pity you. Some people who discovered why they were where they were the ones that made things to happen in those places you want to go to now. Why are you where you are? Why am I here? Ask yourself that question. The question of purpose. Until the purpose of a thing is discovered, known, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know why you are here, you are going to be abused. One, not that people will abuse you first of all. To start with, you'll be the one to abuse yourself. If you don't know why you are here, you abuse yourself. You apply yourself wrongly to things that do not concern your destiny, that do not concern your purpose. And that's why you go to meetings that you are not invited. Meetings where where you will not add to your destiny. Why are you here? And the second P is potential. What can I do? Hey, listen, what can I do? You are not here to be helped all through your life. Ask yourself, what can I do? You are still a baby. You will not be a baby forever. You are somebody's son. You will soon be somebody's father. You are somebody's daughter. You will soon be somebody's mother. What can I do? As long as you are able to settle in your heart while you are here, then you will see clearly responsibilities that are tied to your name. You will see clearly responsibilities that you should get engaged with. So you ask yourself, what can I do? There is a work to be done for you to fulfill the reason why you are here. So you ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do? Very important. Your potential. Your potential is that your untapped energy. Hey, you can do all things. I say you can do all. You have the potential to do anything you want to do in life. See, for you to be an engineer, you don't need 4 legs. For you to be a doctor, you don't need 5 hands. For you to be Usain Bolt, you don't need 27 eardrums. All you have is sufficient for you to be whatever you want to be. That's the power of potential. How you now apply yourself is what will determine what you eventually become. But you have all you ever needed to be whatever you want to be. The power of potential. What can I do? What you can do is what you want to start doing. But the thing is, you have to be very careful. If what you want to do, what you have decided to do, if it's going to land you in the place of destiny. And the idea is identity. That should have come first. But because I arranged it in the speed formula for life, the high is coming now. The question of identity. Who am I? Listen. You are not who they say you are. You are who you tell them you are. But unfortunately, so many people have been lost in the identity given to them by the world. In fact, in the identity given to them by their parents. There was a man called Jabez. His mother gave him a name, and that name is Jabez. You know why? Because he was given birth to in sorrow. The mother was crying. You know, it's normal for you to cry while you are laboring. It's normal for you to wail while laboring. But this woman thought it was sorrow. This woman thought it was extra. So, and because of that, she wanted to express herself fully by naming the child sorrow. That was the identity given to the child. But the child grew up to realize that this does not match who I am. You must identify who you are. You know, there's one of our sessions on opportunity intelligence, if you can remember, titled Happy Birthday. The day you know why you are here, the day you know who you are, is the day I call your happy birthday. Any other day is a lie. But the day you know why you are here is your birthday. So who am I? It's a question of identity. You are going to have a lot of projection as to who you are. They will tell you this is who you are because you come from this place. Because you originated from this place by birth. So you are an African. You are an English person. You are an Asian. That's not who you are. They will tell you because this is your father, this is who you are. This is where you are from. Because you are doing this kind of job, because you study social thing, they will tell you this is who you are. That's not who you are. Who you are is who you decide or you choose to be. Identity. But you must be known for something. That's the clearance of identity. You must be known for something. When your name is mentioned, what comes to mind? Identity. When I mention your name, what comes to mind? When you hear my name, what comes to your mind? Identity. Who am I? And the last question I want to ask you there is the question of destiny. Where am I going to? Your destination. Where am I going to? Where am I going to? You already asked yourself the question of purpose, of potential, of source, of identity. Now let's ask the question of destiny. Where am I going to? Have you asked yourself that question? Many times, when we don't know where we are going to, there is no need living where we are. Because you are only going to earn for yourself a name called vagabond. Only vagabonds live where they are for where they don't know where they are going. But when you know where you are going, it is safe for you to live where you are. And when you get to where you are going, it is going to be announced as someone who has reached his or her destination. Until you get to where you are going, before you can be acclaimed to be fulfilled. But when you don't know where you are going, it's unfortunate that you would end up wherever you are tired. You will end up wherever the offer is enough to distract you. You will end up wherever it is now inconvenient for you to move forward, even though it is just a mile away from where you are actually supposed to end up. Listen. If you do not have proper and clear answers to this question, don't waste your time doing a vision board because it will not work. I know it will not work. Your vision board is not a magic wand. Your vision board is not what will make your life better. You are the one that will make your life better. Your vision board is just a check. A communication check for your brain because of the way your brain works. Your brain works by picture. We are picture beings. So your brain sometimes needs something to see to remind it of those things you have planned. That's why we need vision board. But if you have not planned anything, please don't waste your time. coming up with a vision board. And by that I mean, if you do not have clear answers to these questions, the question of destiny, the question of source, the question of identity, the question of purpose and potential, don't waste your time putting up a graph or a graphic design called vision board. See, in real life, it is the way you pose in front of the picture, or the camera rather, that you see yourself in the picture. There is no Photoshop in life. You can get that on social media, you can get that wherever you want to get it, but in life that I know, in real life that I know, there is no film trick. You will just appear the way you are in the picture of life. Maybe you need to listen to In the Picture. It's one of those sessions you have had on Opportunity Intelligence. In the Picture. Don't be in a hurry to appear in the picture. There is an expected background for it that will make it beautiful. There's an expected attire that will make it beautiful. There are actually expected persons that should appear in your picture that will make it worthy. Can you imagine how excellent or how worthy the picture of Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Elon Musk will look like now, compared to the picture you just want to have now because you have some money to give a photographer? Don't be in a hurry to appear in picture. Sit down and think about your life. Why your last vision board didn't work. I'm not here to define to you vision board. If you want to get the definition of vision board, you can use Google. But seriously, I need to let you know that it will not just work because you wish it will work. You have to put a lot of work into it for it to work. Now let me ask you some questions. If you realize your goals, when you realize your goal, what will you do differently? Yeah. When you realize your goals, you want to do this, you want to do that, okay. What are you going to do differently? Now, I'm not asking you what you will do differently now for you to realize your goals. Let's now assume you have realized your goals. What are you going to do differently? Who are you going to help? Yes. Because you will not be able to achieve your goal, you will not be able to realize your own goal without the help from others. So when you achieve your goals, who are you going to help? What will a typical day in your life look like? Will it look like yourself on a yacht? Will it look like yourself in World Economic Conference of a forum? Will it look like yourself, somewhere, somehow? What will that typical day of your life look like if all your wishes come true? If you realize your goals, what kind of car will you drive? What kind of house will you live in? What kind of clothes will you wear? Where will you travel to? Yes, what will you own? What will you own if all your goals are realized? If your wishes come alive? Wishes are not goals anyway, but I'm just asking the question that if your wishes come alive, who will be in your life? I told them in the Vision Board conference that questioning is different from asking questions. Questioning is a skill that when properly utilized, it takes you to the root of every matter. Why? Why means what happened their way. At the height of questioning, you ask God. Toyota say when you ask about 5 whys about anything, you get to the root of that matter. So why are you listening to Opportunity Intelligence now? Say, because I want to be opportunity intelligent. Say, why do you want to be opportunity intelligent? Because I want to be able to be the right person at the right place, at the right time doing the right thing. Why do you want to be the right person at the right place doing the right thing at the right time? Because there are destinies attached to the fulfillment of my goals. There are destinies attached to the realization of my vision. If I fail, generations will fail. Why? I don't want generations to fail. It will create a vacuum in history. It will create a vacuum in existence. Why? Because I want to be welcomed as a profitable servant by my master at the end of the day. Why? See, when you ask a lot of why, when you ask reasonable why, you will get to the root of the matter. I mean, you will get to that place of purpose for whatever you want to do in your life and even your lifetime. Listen, that you have vision does not scare away anti-vision. Vision attracts both provision and anti-vision. Vision attracts both supporters, pro, those that are in support of you, and also anti, those that are against you. That you are a good person does not say that bad things will not want to happen to you. Forget it. Hey, you are actually sought after by bad things. So that you have good vision is not a certificate for you not being tormented or trailed by bad things. So vision will attract both good and bad. And you have to be prepared for that. Hey, you have to be prepared for that. Anytime I talk about things like this, I tell you that you need to work on your boiling point, you need to work on your melting point. If you want to go far, you need to work on your resistance, your resilience. You need to work on your flexibility. You need to work on a lot of things. Anybody can go far, but only the prepared can go very far. You can go down your street with just a liter in your vehicle. But if you want to travel the world, you need tankers of fuel. And it does not happen by chance. Why your last vision board did not work? Last is LAST. It means something to me, and I'm going to tell you I'm excited about what it means. But before I tell you what it means, let me tell you a few points. Why your last vision board did not work. One, you did not stay where you are planted. And why? Because you do not have plan. Without plan, there is no planting. And if you do not stay where you are planted, you will not have roots. And when there is no root, there can be no roof. When there is no foundation, you will not have a building, let alone having a roof. When there is no root, there is no roof. If you do not have a plan, you cannot be planted. It is what you have in your hand that will be planted. What do you have in your hand? If you feel you have nothing, then you get nothing in return. You did not stay where you are planted. Maybe you actually do not have a plan. You did not have plan, and planting becomes impossible without discovering your purpose. Listen, plan is unnecessary because you don't know what you want to plant. When you don't know why you are here, so what are you planning for? That's it. Every time you realize yourself, you are having a gap between the real person and the ideal person. I've said this over and over, and I will not be tired of saying it. There is an ideal you, there is a real you. and there is a gap in between that you must close. How to close this gap is dependent on your intelligence. As a matter of fact, it's the reason why we are here, asking you to close the gap between who you are and who you want to be. Opportunity intelligence. Why your last vision board did not work? You made your vision board not worth more than a paper. You reduced it to a paper because of your inactivity, because of your inaction. You pasted it where it is conspicuous, although, yet, in your mind, it did not become prominent. You remember your limitations, you remember your failures than your vision. And you are yet surprised why it did not work. Oh, you are deceiving somebody, not yourself. It became too casual to you. Everyone is doing it, so let me do it too. You took it for granted. And anything we take for granted will grind us. And that's it. Anything we take for granted will grind us. It will make you remain on the ground. Because what you take for granted is what has lifted others. And until you are able to identify in it the ability to lift you before it will lift you, you took it for granted. And you are surprised where you have been taken for granted everywhere. Oh, you are joking. You had more things. Another thing I want you to also know why your vision board did not work is you had more things disturbing your mind than these two things. There are two things that you should have allowed to be the disturbance, but you had more things than them. What are they? Where you want to go to. These two things should disturb your mind. Because your vision board is a picture of where you want to go to. Your vision board should not be a place where you celebrate your past. Should not be a place where you complain about your past, your limitations, your failures. Your vision board should be so beautiful and so successful because it is a future that is not stained. It is a future that does not have any blemish. It is a future that is beautiful. It is a picture that is pure and without wrinkle. But here you are, you became a pastor of your past so much that you are taken away from your pasture of provision, and you started working against your own vision by yourself. The second thing that you should have bothered yourself with but you did not, or you added to your borders, is this. They believe that you will get there. The first thing is where you want to go to. And the second thing is that strong belief that you will get to where you want to go to. Those things should have been your border. But no, you wanted more. You felt like it is too simple to be true. You felt like it is too cheap to be original. So they sold for you the fake as if it's original. You paid the price for original, but you got the fake. You thought achieving vision needs you to travel the world. No. You can have the global perspective, but you have to act from the local perimeter. If you don't start from where you are, you cannot get to where you are going to. You start from here to get there. Listen. You refuse becoming who can achieve the goal while you got distracted by what achieving the goal will give you. See, is that not crazy? See, who you are at the moment is not who will achieve that goal, but it is the first thing you have to achieving that goal. So you became distracted by what you will get. See, you want to, part of your vision board is you want to have a presidential dinner. You want to have a dinner where the presidents of the world will be on the table. And you are not planning to either become a president or a president PA or, somebody that the president needs. and you think it will happen, you are joking. You are carried away by the fantasy of what will happen, but you don't want to become the person fit for what will happen. You are joking. This is the best you have, and that is yourself. But this is not all you have. This is not all you need to achieve that goal that is in front of you. So, don't refuse to become who will achieve that goal. You have to become who will achieve that goal. And that is not a child's play at all. It has to be intentional. You were bothered about looking stupid while doing great things. So you prefer to look great while doing stupid things. So and you are surprised that your vision board did not work. You're joking. You're joking. It won't work. You need to look dirty. Let them call you stupid while you are trying to save the world. Let them say you are dirty when you are trying to bring cleanliness to the world. Let them say, see you are sweating and you are trying to get people air conditioning systems. Let them say, are you mad? Because you are trying to do something for the world. Let me tell you the truth. Those people that are busy trying to get you the sweater are actually sweating. They don't need sweater. So you may look stupid. Don't bother. Look stupid anyway. But it's dangerous to look great when you are doing something stupid. Is it not crazy? The height of craziness when you've got nothing and you go to rent it because you want to take an Instagram picture? Oh my God! That's crazy. You see, a lot of people, what they do not have, they pretend as if they own them because they want to catch a meteoric attention that will not last. You want to be in vogue. You want to catch attention. You want to trend. Oh, you are soon going to be treaded upon. You are around those that did not let your baby leap. Listen. If your John the Baptist will not go close to Jesus, your baby will not leap. You were spending your time all through with those people that were feeding your visions with poison, with strange words, with words that will not allow your vision to come alive. And you are here telling me you are surprised your vision board did not work. Who is your prophet? If you would spend time around those that will not allow your baby to leap, you may give birth to a stillbirth. Death on arrival. Because that it will leap inside you is an evidence that is alive. But you allowed it to be so dormant that even in the period of gestation, you gave it no inspiration, no motivation to want to come alive. People going nowhere want you to go with them. So, it's free of charge. You just need to carry your bag and join them. You think your vision is outside, somewhere in a foreign land, or with someone in a distant place. No. Your vision is hidden inside of you so that you don't miss it. You know, so many people, they have spent all their life savings trying to travel out of where they are to somewhere. They feel that when they get there, something will work out. But the thing is this, a leaking drum in Nigeria will leak anywhere in the world. There's nothing you can do about it. Gravity will make anything to come down as long as it is not supported anywhere in the world. The formulas may be different, the result is the same. It does not matter how much you make yourself look good about your deficiency, thinking that the deficiency will be covered up by certain systems somewhere. No. It won't be. So, your traveling out of your local place is not a ticket to a fulfilled life. Because who you are here is who you will be there. All things being equal. forest is inside the seed. Some people feel the seed is inside the forest. But the big mind knows that the forest is actually hidden inside the seed. And you cannot realize it until you plant the seed. Listen. Because you have not planted yourself where you are planted. Your seed is not growing to even bear fruit. You have put your seed on a concrete ground. You have put your seed on the solid rock. And you are wondering why you are not growing. I pity you. You may not grow for your lifetime. Because miracle that will make a seed to grow on the concrete is a waste of miracle. Listen. The forest is hidden inside the seed. Your vision may be that you want to go to somewhere. But the fulfillment of going to somewhere starts from what you start doing from where you are at the moment. You will not disappear to somewhere. The first step will be from where you are. From here, there. You live a noisy life. And this disallowed you from hearing your inner self. See, you are not alone. You alone, you are more than so many people. But when you are not attentive enough to yourself, all you want to listen to is what is trending on social media. What is the latest today? That is what you want to listen to. You don't miss news hour. But you don't listen to that inner self. That inner map, inner compass. You live so noisy a life. No quiet time, no silent time. In your day, in your week, in your month, in your year, in your life. And you think things will be possible? No. When seeds are growing, they happen silently. They happen without noise. So, but if you want to live a noisy life, it's possible that you don't have seeds that will grow. Because when you are making noise with your seed bag, you are only inviting the birds to come and feed on something. The seed that you have planted in the secret, you made a lot of noise about it because you can no longer cope with a life that is not noisy. Social media has led you into a graveyard unknowingly. So you want your life to all be social media kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing great starts in the middle of noise. Life, listen. God said, let there be light to start the creation of a new world. Light is the most silent thing that makes things to happen in existence. Light is not noisy. And if you want to make effect like light, if you want to be fast like light, very fast, you have to be light and you have to be noiseless. So when you live your life inside noise, it's possible your vision board will not work. You overtalk than you understand. Another thing that made your vision board not to work, or that will make your vision board not to work, you talk too much and you understand little. Empty barrel makes hell of noise. Yes, you think you are the loudspeaker. You think you are the one that because you have enjoyed most views, most likes, most comments, most whatever. In fact, sometimes when it is going down, you create controversy so that it will happen more. You talk too much, but you understand too little. Growth is in understanding. Understanding is what digests your process of communication. When you understand what is written, then we say you are informed. When you understand information, then we say you are knowledgeable. When you understand knowledge and you put it to use, then we say you are wise. Understanding is the digestive system that makes things happen. You only would be able to maximize your body, will only be able to assimilate as much as it has digested for you. The product of your life will come from the level of your understanding about life. The same input will bring different results. If you understand that this food I am eating is for me to have, energy, before you start eating it, as long as it's in front of you, you see that energy will come. Understanding. And sometimes, some people will not have died of some food poison if you never told them the food is poison. Immediately they know that food was poison, they start dying faster than they would have died. Understanding. That is how powerful understanding is. You became the copy of who you were learning from. Another thing you need to know, why your vision board did not work. You became a copy of who you were learning from. It is not a crime to learn from people, but it becomes a sin to become who you are learning from. Don't become who you are learning from. Learn from them, but don't become them. Learn from others, but don't become them. Don't become people you are learning from. But today it is easy for people to become who they are learning from because they want to blindly leverage on relevance, on influence, on power, on prominence of the people they are learning from. So you see them, they want to talk like that person, they want to behave like that person, they dress like that person. In fact, they do as if their life is just like that person's life. It's painful. You are permitted to learn from others, but don't become them in the process of learning from them. One other thing I want to tell you why your vision board did not work or will not work is this. You mismanage the energy of success. You mismanage the energy of success. And that was what I was trying to call your attention to at the beginning when I told you that because you have a beautiful vision board does not mean you are going to have a fulfilled vision. Because you have the best vision board does not mean you are going to have the best life. Success has a kind of energy that makes you to feel that everything is possible. As a matter of fact, that what you have is even enough. When you mismanage this energy that you get from success is to prepare you to get more done or to relax and say what you have gotten is enough. So when you mismanage the energy that you get from success, you remain in your little. Success is dangerous. It can stop you from another success. Success is selfish. Success does not want you to have another kind of itself. It wants you to continue to glory in this one that you have. But you must say no. You must know how to motivate yourself with the success you have. Your latest success is your greatest enemy for the next success. Take note that you cannot stop time and change, but you are expected to manage them. You don't have forever to fulfill your purpose. You are giving birth to in time, and your life is existing within time. There is a frame from your for your existence. You will not live forever, and that is why you have to be serious about your life. Those things that do not work, make your vision board to work. Why not do away with them this year and try it again if your vision will not work? As I round off, let me quickly tell you what I meant by last. Why your last vision board did not work. I told you last means something. And if you would forget anything, or if you are just joining on this live session of opportunity intelligence, don't forget this. You can relate it to your friend whichever way you want to do. Whether you attribute me or not, no problem. Just make sure you make the information to move. It will save somebody and they will be grateful for it one day. Last, L stands for language. L stands for language. All that I've told you in bullet points now, I want to bring them together in this few sentences so that you won't forget. Remember, we use all of these mnemonics and acronyms so that people don't forget what we teach them, what they come across, no matter how new it is to them, no matter how they could not understand it at first contact. The L there means language. Last. Why your last vision board didn't work? The L for the last now is language. Poor communication to yourself and to others. See, poor communication will make you poor. Just wait a bit, and you see the poverty coming. Whether to yourself or to others, poor communication is enough to make you poor, whether to yourself or to others. If the day you start communicating poorly to yourself, your poverty has started. So the language you speak to yourself, matter not small about the fulfillment of your vision. If you say you can't, you are correct. If you say you can't, you are absolutely correct. But why can't you say you can? Because that is a better correct one. I can do all things. Yes, I can do all things. I mean it. So what do you say to yourself? You know, in the Vision Board conference, I told them about cymatics, the DNA of sound. There's a way your brain quickly interprets and understands what you say to it consistently. See, I am not talking about praying. I'm not talking about prayers now. The problem we have had is that we do not live a prayerful life. We only live religious life. When you pray about something, you should not act against that prayer when you are not praying. When you pray about something, every other thing you'll be doing outside that prayer time is to expect what you have prayed for in your actions, in your deeds, in your conversation. If you just prayed about money, don't go out of your prayer place and say, I don't think I can get money. And you just prayed about it. You are wasting your time. Your language. The words you have meaning for will give meaning to your life. What is in the dictionary of your life? Those words are the words that will give meaning to your life. The idea is affiliates. Who are your friends? Who are those in your life? Affiliates. They are very important to the fulfillment of your destiny. They are very important to the fulfillment of your vision. After you have known who you are, after you have known where you are going to, after you have known why you are here, you also need to know who you need to know. You don't need to know everybody. Listen, you are not born to be friends with everybody. And that is why you are not giving battle in the world. You are giving battle in a country. In a state, in a country, in a province, in a country, in a region, in a country. As a matter of fact, in a house. You will have been giving battle in a stage called the world. If everybody in the world is supposed to be your friend or related to you. So everybody is not supposed to be your friend. You have to choose your friend. Don't let it happen by chance. Because it will determine how your life goes up or your life comes down or how your life remains at a spot. It's either it goes up or it comes down. There is no middle line. Your affiliate. Your affiliate. Last. Language, affiliate, and now your sight. The SGS stands for sight. Your sight. See, your greatest enemy is your eyes. Because it will see what your vision cannot see. The enemy of your vision is your eyes. It will see what your vision is not, is seeing. It will not see what your vision is seeing rather. And until there is a balance, until there is a fit, or until there is a match between what your vision is and what you have programmed your mind to see through your what? Through the company you keep, your affiliates, your sight will put you into trouble. Foresight, insight, whatever sight it will put you into trouble when you have bad language. When you have the wrong affiliate, your sight will not help you. So what's your sight saying? Is your life limited to what you can see? Oh, you will not go far. You have to be able to see far beyond your nose. You are giving imagination not to scare yourself, but to see beyond what your eyes can see. Imagination is not for you to create a dark room for yourself where a monster is pursuing you. Why not use it to create a light room for yourself where you are the top of the world and you are addressing the matters that pertain to godliness and benefits of mankind. Listen, the T there is temperament. What temperament are you contracting your life to? I am not a fan of the sanguine, the melancholy, the choleric, and what is it now? Phlegmatic. But as much as possible, you need certain temperature for certain food to get cooked. And it's not all the time that 100 degrees centigrade is needed for water. Sometimes you need just 0 degrees centigrade to make it ice. Sometimes we need ice packs. Sometimes we need boiling water. So it is your own responsibility to know how to adjust your temperament per time to fulfill your vision. Sometimes you need to be high. Sometimes you need to be low. Sometimes you need to be undefined. It is your responsibility to lead yourself into the battle with as many weapons as possible to winning the battle. And that T also stands for temperance, self-control. Many times in our life we'll have fulfilled so much, we'll have done so much, but because we lack self-control, we cannot carry ourselves from where we should not be to where we should be. That's lack of self-control. Last, language, affiliate, sight, temperance and temperament. Your last vision board will not work if you do not understand this thing, or did not work because you did not understand this thing. Vision board is not a magic wand, is not your savior, is not a substitute for work. Your vision board will work now when you put all of this to use. I told you, the difference between you and the next person listening to opportunity intelligence now is your ability to understand. Your understanding is your digestive system. It is what will determine how much you can assimilate from the food substance you have taken in. It is what will determine the amount of nutrients that will enter into your body's system. Time will not permit me to talk about certain laws, the laws of expectation, the laws of preparation, and the laws of growth. Growth says tomorrow will be better. There is guarantee that tomorrow will be better because I am growing today. It is opportunity intelligence, and I am always happy and excited to be your host. Again, I know that you have not decided to become the person you are before listening to this. After now, I know you are ready to do something. And if truly you are ready to do something, I am ready to be of help. Let's work together. I know how to make you want to do something. Amakoba, it's good to have you. Amazing time again on Opportunity Intelligence. Don't let your next vision board.